Yes.
Oh, welcome to the BOE Entertainment Podcast.
I was like looking at the camera. I was like,
Welcome.
welcome to the BOE Entertainment Podcast.
Welcome.
We are your hosts. I am Philip Beavers.
I'm Nick Bradshaw.
I'm Kevin Mora.
And my glasses are incredibly dirty, but you know what?
Yeah,
We're going
mine
to
too.
power
It's-
right through it.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
now seeing
I just
that I
noticed
can
that. I'm
barely
actually gonna
see it
clean
all.
them.
So, welcome back to the show. This is this week's episode. I'm going to get ahead of this now, okay? Because at this point,
Oh, you're finally addressing the
Election.
allegations.
Yep.
Oh, thank God.
The
finally.
menace.
shut up.
It only took,
again.
what, like 6 years?
Dude,
Crazy.
Shut up, man.
It's been going on for 8.
First off,
It's been going
I
on
was
for
acquitted.
18.
Long
First
time.
off, I was
Nobody's talked
acquitted.
about
If we
them.
want to be honest, I was acquitted.
Of
so.
1 count.
You bribed the
Of
jury.
like 3.
No, but then you got convicted of jury tampering.
No,
so you
no.
didn't actually get off. You paid
I
it
had
off.
conversations. My bad. We can't have
Okay.
conversations anymore. No, that's on me, I guess.
Yeah, conversations
Yes.
with dead presidents.
Yes, that's the issue.
Hey, you had a nice
had a
talk
lot
with
on
Benjamin
you.
Franklin and a bunch of other nice rich men on dollar bills
Whatever.
with your jury.
You just like Nars No Trip in the mall.
You know what? Everyone loves Benjamin. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love
Benji,
Um,
little Benji boy.
So I'm actually just real quick. It's gonna be November 5th when we put this out.
Yep.
November 6th when this comes out.
Yeah, we don't know yet. It's
The
sincerely,
first day
it's
of the
4th.
election
Yeah.
has happened. Today is Monday. It has not happened.
It hasn't
for us
happened yet.
So we're gonna stay away from talking about it
Yeah,
because
What opinion are we gonna give you that you haven't heard already?
What do
and
you
also,
want to hear from 3 dudes in their mid-20s who live in New York?
yeah, who are
who
we?
work in entertainment.
Yeah, you don't want to
who
hear.
also continuously spout like just anarchical.
Yeah.
You don't want to
like,
hear what we
bullshit.
have to say, right?
Mhm.
We don't believe in any of it anyway. The election's bullshit.
I mean, we
Just
know
whatever.
who should win.
Oh, yes,
Hopefully she
100%.
did win.
Yes.
Obviously.
No, yeah, I don't mean it in that way. I just mean it like
By she, I mean
Come
Jill
on.
Donald
Stein.
Trump.
no one,
Jill Stein.
no one is excited for this election.
Insane clear
Nobody.
Russian
It
propaganda.
doesn't
from
seem
Jill
like
Stein.
anyway.
No, yeah, it's.
It's just
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Hopefully it's good.
here's hoping it doesn't all burn down
Here's
before we can
hoping
upload
that
this.
We'll
it
see you
is-
guys.
Here's hoping
We'll
that all
see you
he's
guys on
doing-
Friday if it exists still. You
Yeah.
know?
No, here's hoping that he's making lawsuits that won't go anywhere, right? But welcome to this week's episode. It's on our minds, obviously. I feel like every 4 years, this is the vote to save democracy.
Oh,
They did a
always
joke on
fucking
But I'm
does.
not gonna lie to
SNL
you.
this week.
Post like the Joe Biden one kind of felt like that, but also like after the Joe Biden one happened, they had the insurrection.
Yep.
So it's the first election since that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
It's
anyways.
there's a lot that we can say about it. I'm sticking by my opinion of we're 3 dudes in our mid-20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have very interesting lives, but it's not the forefront of our personalities. So like, I'm not gonna fucking waste people's time. But you don't want to hear my like experience as like a first gen like ex molecular research oncologist.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah,
we don't
we're
want.
not
I don't
gonna
want to
say
fucking
anything
put my
that wasn't
identity on the
heard.
table just so
Yeah.
you guys have something to clip.
Well, also, like, I think that I'm informed, right? Like, I think I'm informed enough to vote.
No, I
have
disagree
a
on
personal
that.
opinion, everything else like that. But I don't think that I have something new to say, number one. But also, too, I'm not a political scientist or a
Uh-huh.
pundit in the
Exactly.
same way where it's like, oh, I live, like, eat, breathe, sleep politics all the time. I know everything. I read every article. I don't do that. Not anymore. I used to engage with it that way, but I don't anymore. So,
Mhm.
like, I'm just going to say the same type of stuff. I don't mean that I'm just going to parrot something that someone else said, but like at the end of the day, we all kind of have the same opinion of how
Yeah.
it should go, why it should be that way, why anyone who's going to vote in the opposite direction is crazy to do. So like, I'm not bringing anything new to the table.
know
We
what?
talked about this on your hot take. Remember?
No.
Like, don't piggyback off of people
Oh,
in
yeah.
meetings. That's what this feels like. I'm
Well,
going to
you know what?
piggyback off of a bunch
Yeah,
of
and
different
another thing.
podcasts.
Here's the one
in,
thing
like,
I'm gonna
well,
say.
yeah, I was gonna
on
say
top
that
of
too.
Oh yeah. That was
I was gonna say
the
that
same
as
thing.
well.
That was my idea.
Yeah.
The one thing that I will say, and this I can like speak from experience about, if you do want to see change, it's not a vote for a president that's going to make your entire life change. If you want to actually have a better quality of life, you have to do stuff in the community. You actually have to be doing local shit in the
Totally.
elections, and you actually have to contribute to the community that you work in,
Vote
whether
local.
that's be like volunteering, whether that be have a job that benefits like enriching that, where that could be in a lot of ways. Like for me, I did decide to be a teacher for that reason, but it can look like a lot of other things. It's not just one vote. You didn't save or do anything crazy because you voted right, because you took one day off so you can go to your little ballot box. Okay, now we're
I
getting
didn't
to a
even know
hot
we
take.
started Hot Minute Hot
Yeah,
Takes.
It's a
That's
civic
that's
duty.
that's not even my hot take, but yeah, honestly, if you
It's a
think that
civic duty to
voting
vote.
once
I agree.
every 4 years is actually making impactful change to this country, there's a boat. You can like go to another country. We don't need that shit. Like that's literally
it's
doing
basically to
nothing.
be like, who's the face of the country? I mean, there is something to say about executive orders, but also most of like the actual like lawmaking is literally the
Mhm.
legislation, which is your congressmen and
Mhm.
congresswomen.
Yep.
Congress
Should we-
people.
If you
Should we
want to
just launch
see
into
real
Hot Minute?
change, vote local. Try to keep track of your local politicians. As you say, get back to your community, engage with your community. That's one of the best ways. And again, I take the sentiment that you're saying just as like it's a civic duty to vote. Like you should go out and vote no matter what. Like if you can, if you're able. Obviously, there's a lot of systematic stuff in place that prevents that. I was just talking to a staff member at our school about that today. There's a reason for that. I think that there's a lot of Congress people that don't want certain subsets of people to be able to vote. And that's why federal, it's not a federal holiday yet. We don't have election day off in all places unless you have a federal job. So yeah, like I don't think it should be that difficult, and every vote counts for sure, but you can't just say this is the one that counts for democracy and then shirk off for the next 4 years until you have to vote again.
Yep, I
Absolutely. That's
my job.
that's what I take from that. Like 100%. Votes count, but it's not just a matter of voting once every 4 years. That is not enough to be an engaged citizen and to actually make active change. I totally understand what you mean by
So that being
So you
said, we're
just did
not
the-
gonna
yeah,
get
yeah,
into
I
the
agree.
election.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I was just
So what I said-
clarifying
I
as
know,
you saying
it's different. No,
not
it's
in
different.
the
I'm
way
being-
that
I'm being an
like
asshole right there.
voting doesn't matter. It
Uh-huh.
absolutely matters, but yes, you can't just do it and then shirk it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all.
I can go on a rant about that. Buy my book.
What book?
Shut up. So
So, like I
What?
said,
What?
we're not gonna get into it.
You said Yeah, we're not gonna get into it.
So welcome to this week's episode.
What's our first segment?
We
Phil?
are going to just have fun. I now have set up a visual thing so that they can see stuff and pictures, and eventually we'll find a way for me to screen record so you can watch videos with us.
Phil just puts his nudes on there.
We're
during the
slowly
show.
but
Yeah.
surely. I did put that up. I did.
It's on right now.
Yeah.
pretty cool.
They were good, right?
They're not.
I think
They're
the lighting's
upsetting.
nice.
I mean, oh, so do you think that the like skill of it, like the mise en scène, do you think it's bad? Like you think it's just
Yeah, that
objectively
part's
bad
bad.
photography?
There's
part's
balance
bad.
in the
Kevin,
image.
you took them.
Yeah, I know.
No,
it's
no,
bad.
look. There's balance in the image.
I
You
can't-
guys use a good composition, everything like that. It's your face in all of them.
Yeah,
y-
you're
it's so
soy facing.
scary.
You have a soy face. in all of
No,
them.
you're not. You look like you're literally like ripping someone apart.
I was. Oh, I mean, what do you mean? One, two.
That wasn't jelly.
four,
That was not.
That was
No, it was
That
grape
was
jelly.
not.
was
That was
kinda
not jelly.
That was apricot jelly, and we all know that.
Apricot jelly. That caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. That was apricot jelly. It's like okay,
And everyone
yes.
and anyone
Good.
with good eyes could have seen.
Good, very good.
That.
good.
No, I have
All
to.
right.
I have to start our week,
Oh,
our show this
Jesus
week with a quick anecdote that happened to me the other day. That was very funny.
Strap
Um, My mom has decided to kind of explore the area of AI, right? Like specifically
Okay.
ChatGPT. She's just trying to make AI news of herself. No, I'm
That's,
kidding.
I don't know.
I didn't
you're
know where you were
going
gonna go with
No.
that.
So she's messing around with
Mom's
ChatGPT, and like
experiment.
we're on a Zoom call, and we're like talking about ChatGPT, like using it for like work stuff.
right.
And she's like talking about, oh, I can make these whole media press releases basically. And,
Right.
like you can like do all this stuff with AI,
Saves a
and
lot
I'm
of
like,
time
oh,
and
interesting. Like,
labor.
can I see like what kind of prompts you're giving it to do that? And so she does the screen recording and like starts sharing her screen. My mom is going into the ChatGPT prompt bar and
Let's fucking
saying,
go.
please make a something, and I just think
Oh, please.
the idea of saying please to a computer.
That's so funny.
That's very polite.
It's
though.
so
I feel like,
I know
appreciate
because
that.
my mom is she's a southern
Southern lady.
late
Uh-huh.
boomer. Like she's like at the bottom of the boomers. But she's a very nice lady. She's very like kind. But just I don't know, something about watching someone say, please make a press release for this.
You see the AI
adorable. You know what?
in its
I
little
bet
digital
because
world
AI
get the
takes our
message.
Just
shit,
give it the fucking
it probably,
keywords and move
I bet
on.
that it probably does a better job.
You think it has like please bias, like
Yeah.
manners bias?
Yes.
Okay, so then that goes
They
contradictory
programmed
to
that
my
in.
last week or 2 weeks ago hot minute hot take, which was like fuck your manners or whatever.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
maybe it does matter.
Well,
I think it does.
Not to humans.
No.
We agreed though after we all talked
The
about
respect
it,
is
though.
one thing.
Yeah, respect is one thing and etiquette is another.
Right, but I was
'cause
also talking about living
manners.
humans, so.
Yeah,
And
manners
I
is
mean,
important.
I always got it as like putting your forks in the right place.
Yeah.
Or like no elbows on the table.
Yeah, like that kind of shit.
That's stupid.
Or
But,
like
dude,
no
like,
hats at the dinner table
please,
kind of shit.
thank
Or
you,
no
excuse
calling your friend's mom's
me.
hot.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do that.
You can't.
Oh,
Shame.
you're saying I should stop doing that? To
No,
Nick?
I'm saying that I want to do it more.
Oh, well, Nick,
Wait, to what?
Yeah.
your mom did.
Since when?
Have you seen the photos?
No, since when have you been saying this?
Oh, I mean, you
Oh,
haven't been around that
You've
much.
been upset about it, so we just stopped saying in front of
We
you.
also we gaslight you to the point where you repress the memories.
Mhm.
So you were there on my birthday.
Oh, 100%.
Every single one of them.
You guys were always there.
We've known
Oh,
you
yeah.
forever, dude.
I
don't know how we
understand.
convinced you that we
We
met in
applied to college
but
together.
Yeah,
I don't.
we sent you to Marymount,
This is insane.
Yeah. and then we closed it down. It's
I-
not
Oh,
there anymore. We
thank
negotiated
God.
the deal with Northeastern.
Mhm.
I just
That was we were the brokers.
Yeah, we brokered the deal between Northeastern.
Called
and
me the
Marymount
great
Manhattan.
communicator.
if that's
We're
the
purposely
case,
doing bad. No, I'm kidding.
I love you
purposely
guys so
doing
much.
bad
Like I
shit.
need I need to thank you for
Yeah.
sure for
Yeah, we're the architects of your life. If there's a good thing, it's
Yeah,
because of
we're
us. If there's a
We're
bad thing,
purposely
it's
doing
because of
bad
us.
things to you. No, I'm just kidding.
That's insane.
But yeah, so I don't know why I watched it and I was laughing for like 5 minutes straight. Like when we were, and I saw, and the thing is, like, I'm laughing at her.
Yeah, I was about to say, laughing at your mom on FaceTime is diabolical
Dude,
work.
it's
I also just love the idea
For
of a
using
full,
manners.
Like,
a full 5 minutes of you just. She's like,
it's not even.
all
that,
right,
it's-
Philip. All right,
It's
been
silent
a
with me
couple
like
of full
this in the
minutes, you
camera,
just-
like shaking, laughing, trying to
just
hide my face so
convulsing.
she doesn't see me laughing.
Are you
at
having
her.
a seizure? And you're like, yes,
Yeah,
yes, I
basically.
am,
Sure,
yes.
whatever that one is. Oh, dude, I was dying, man. It was so funny.
That's so
Because I don't know why.
It's
I
'cause
don't-
you just don't use manners.
It's also the same people who like type a whole sentence into like or like a
Into
question.
Google, yeah.
How much is
Mhm. How much butter should I use?
how
for a
many
recipe of
pesos
brownies?
in a $10?
But like we talked
just
about,
say
though,
pesos to
they
dollars.
built the algorithm to work better for that
Yeah, for
because so
people.
many people were doing that.
Mhm.
Like
I think we
honestly,
talked about this
when
on the show
I
already,
when I
but-
typed in the way that I used to
I
search
think we
for
actually
things,
have
where it
one
was like
since
you
that
know
kind of sound- well,
like-
Awesome, awesome, Paul.
metric conversion or something
Please
like
teach me
that,
how to speak.
I'll get worse results than if I just say like, can you tell me how many like grams in an ounce or whatever with a question mark fully at the end, and it just gives me the exact calculation there. It's weird.
28.
It's changed. It's fucked up.
28 technically and a half. 28 and a half.
All right, so anyway,
Nothing to contribute.
Hey,
to
when I
that.
was in high school, my high school brain couldn't fathom like the idea of having more than 1 ounce at a time. And so when someone was just like, I got a quarter pound, I was just like, that's I don't know,
QP,
something.
3.5,
Like-
yeah.
You know what?
Is
If
it
you
QP
measure in
3.5
ounces,
ounces?
honestly,
I see. I'll tell
you
you right
must be a
now,
baker
first
or
time
you're
learning that.
useless. Like, why? You actually have real estate in a brain that's just
There's-
wasting it. It's like tearing down property to make a parking lot. What the fuck? Why do you have that in your brain?
What's
Like,
the point of that? There's no
learn-
tree coverage at all. That sucks.
Jesus,
dude.
fucking like learn another language.
Just a fucking
I don't
heat
know.
index, just burning a hole in
But
your
that
mind.
shrink mall or that strip mall is really nice down there in that area of Phillipsburg.
Yeah,
No,
where I buy my
I'll
heroin.
I'll be honest with you right now.
that's
That's
yeah,
where
that's
I
where
my
my
brain
brain
is
crack
like-
addict goes.
my brain is like one big defunct city.
Yeah,
My-
no, I know.
oh,
I
yeah,
live
yeah.
in the
Mine
slums,
is like
dude.
my brain.
I
live in
live
the
there,
slums
dude.
in your mind.
I
man.
know where I sit.
Rent free. Rent free.
Mine is like one of
Oh,
the
you think so?
abandoned Disney World parks. The ones that still have the old rides, and there's definitely homeless people living in.
Sometimes
fucking
I
on them.
walk
They're run by
around.
teenagers. Like,
Oh yeah. It's either graffiti artists or crackheads.
I'll look through the windows
And
and
you
I see
know
your
what?
childhood
Usually it's a-
memories.
it's a
Don't
Venn
you dare
diagram,
fucking
too.
tear it down. All right, we need more of those places.
You have this
agree.
abandoned skate park down by the lake at the bottom of your mind. It's fucking sick, dude.
Is
There's
it?
Sounds
only
like an Elliott
there's
Smith,
only
like,
there's
An
only
Elliott
bar.
Smith song.
Yeah.
goth
You
teenagers.
you have an empty skate park at the bottom
You
of
got
your
an
mind.
empty skate park at the bottom of your mind.
I can I be honest with you? I've never listened to a full Elliott Smith song.
Isn't he the one who did Needle in the Hay?
Dude, I don't know who the fuck
He's the
Elliott
guy
Smith
who was like
is.
super
I don't give a-
sad. I
what?
think he killed himself.
Oh,
Oh,
that
one of
sucks.
those.
Okay, come
Oh,
on.
one of
Come on,
those.
man.
I don't know. Like,
What
what
does that
does that
even
tell
mean?
me, bro?
You have a prejudice towards suicidal people.
Suicidal
Yeah, they
artists specifically.
Yeah, if you committed suicide,
Dude,
come
look at
talk
the
to me about it.
statistics.
Change
I
my
mean,
mind.
look at the statistics. I mean, they make up a small percentage of the population, but 100% of the suicides. It seems
It seems a little interesting to me.
seems interesting to me. doesn't
Very
it?
small percentage.
Oh my god, bro.
And yet, all of the suicides, eh?
Interesting how suicidal people make up 100%
Hey,
of all the suicides.
If suicide's so great, why does
Slew
everybody
or
only do it
slide.
one time?
Yeah, see.
Seems like if you want to do it a bunch of times, it'd be a little bit better.
Yeah, I hate this.
Yeah, this conversation-
Fucking
This conversation's rough, but you know what? We really trekked our way through.
We
this.
Yeah, I think
We
honestly, this is
going.
this is the area of the park we don't go to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
skate
is
park.
what I'm
This
talking
is the
about.
skate park, man.
This
The
is-
goth teenagers.
No,
hang
this
out
is
down
like
there.
the fucking Atlantis ride.
They curb
like,
stomp homeless
it
people
has
for
fucking
no reason.
it has still air. If
That's
you
the
go there, you will die.
It looks like the shitty
Don't
part of
even
West Side
go.
Story all the time,
Concealed,
where there's
like,
just
a
groups
confined
of brain
space.
cells.
Yeah, it's basically a
It's got
bunker.
bad air down
It's got
there.
bad
My-
miasma.
Yeah.
My brain cells exist in gangs that roam the streets and just have like,
brain
like
cell is
territory
gangs.
wars against each other.
Yeah,
TikTok
yeah.
gang must be terrifying. The TikTok gang just
Where
coming
the
out being
memories of your
like,
childhood.
We own the town.
No, the TikTok gang in Phil's
We
mind is actually
own
the fucking
town.
mafia. Like
And then
that's
there's the
basically the
Overwatch
Armenians in fucking. Oh no,
The
dude.
Overwatch
No, no,
gang
no,
is
no,
running
no.
on the wall.
Yeah, the elders of those crime families of the live leak videos I watched at 12.
Exactly. They're all the gore videos just sitting around being
That
like,
honestly,
we'll
that,
control
all of
it
the
all.
issues that like people can find in us, 100% can be linked back to the fucking untethered
1000%.
internet access that we had when we were in the perfect development
Yes,
age.
100%.
When we were supposed to be gaining life skills. No way. Some person blew their head off in Facebook Live. Do I know Joy Lane?
I was about to say, do you know Joy Lane? Jesus Christ, dude.
We need to hurry this up. We need to get our segments.
Well,
These
dude,
cars
we're-
don't have
Dude,
enough
we're in
time
a we're
on
in a
them.
we live our existence is post Columbine basically. So it's like that shit just started the CCTV footage hit the internet and
It was
that
over.
was it.
Yeah. It just
Very
I can go look up Khan
Yeah.
Academy videos right after I watch my ISIS beheadings.
That's what I'm
Yep.
saying.
Mhm.
in the
God.
click of a few buttons.
Literally like two.
It was
Yeah.
Blackboard,
Sal Khan
College
is just
prep,
there like, so
Blackboard, and then Best Score.
Yep. We had Power School
Uh,
open to check your grades, and then right on the other tab was just like, Live Leak. Usually.
Live leak and honestly, just YouTube.
Yep.
YouTube was horrible back then.
YouTube.
My
had a lot
favorite
of
was
stuff back
when
then.
Filthy Frank would literally have hit the disgusting hair cake
Hair
videos,
pie.
literally vomit cake, and then you see a dude puke into a bowl before they bake it. Ad break from Coca-Cola.
Ad break from Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
And then you see them just puking their guts out
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yep.
Oh, the best era.
that was so good.
Hair cake
Uh-huh.
was insane, dude. Like,
the most
That was one of the worst things I've ever
disgusting
seen.
videos.
Seeing them
That turned
try
me
to
off from
eat
Filthy
it was
Frank for a
one of the
while.
worst.
he had to
things I've ever seen.
re-upload it because it got taken down
That-
so
it
many
was
times.
Foul.
I mean, it's
That's
pretty
so
horrible.
funny, man.
Are you gonna watch it?
I figured we'd look at least part of it.
You're
Oh
pulling
my
it up.
god,
Yeah.
dude.
We're not gonna get through all the segments.
No, we're not going to. Trying to
Oh,
actually find
God.
when they eat it.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
I forgot How to
God.
Basic was
Yeah, How
always
to
part of
Basic is
these.
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, dude, it was the Cancer Crew.
Dude, they were like
also,
they were
back
like
when
the
Cancer Crew was like, you could say that,
You
and be
could
like,
say
yeah, that's
Cancer
awesome.
Crew.
they were like the guardians of the fucking like arc, dude. Like,
Oh
dude,
no,
were-
dude,
they were the
these were the
Avengers.
brain rot.
they
These were the
kept
brain
his-
rots.
But they kept his
like
secret the whole
kings.
time.
Yeah.
No one knows who How to Basic is still
No.
because they kept his secret and they
Don't they?
constantly they know.
No, he has his.
I thought he had a face
podcast
reveal.
Did
now?
he?
I thought
I
he had a
didn't
face
know.
Yeah,
reveal.
no, cold ones, right?
That's not how to basic.
Oh,
That's
who is
anything
that?
for views and
Oh,
Max
you're
Mofo.
right. You're right. I always get those two
That's
mixed up.
Chad and Max.
Yeah,
I thought
you're
that
right,
he
you're
might
right.
have had a.
I know that because I
face
used to
reveal.
be a Patreon
Oh.
subscriber, dude.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
and the cigarette
Yeah,
butts.
you're right. You know
like-
what? Honestly, I would rather
Oh
eat
my
the
God,
cigarette
dude.
butt than the cake.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
you can't even fucking keep it down.
Getting the hair down is disgusting, man. That's horrible.
This
Yeah, do you think that
the amount
do
of
you think
times that I've
that
swallowed
iDubbbz
my own hair
watched
from
his
like
own hair?
inhaling it with
From-
long
that's one of
hair.
my least favorite things.
If
about long
I get
hair.
a
That's
thick
why I don't miss
strand,
it.
just of a little bit of my own, and it goes down my throat and pulling, dude, that's one of the worst things. I can't imagine this shit. This
no,
is
it's fucking
horrible.
awful, dude.
I
Also,
love
like
iDubbbz in
iDubbbz
this
is
video.
bald entirely.
God,
like,
iDubbbz in a
shaved him.
different, fully different era,
Yeah,
man.
back
I
when he
know.
was,
He's
insane.
changed, done a full 180.
I don't want to get into
Okay,
iDubbbz.
let's
He
get to our
sucks.
segments. We
Let's go for it.
need these.
All right.
We need to get these cards done.
Well, you know what time it is. It's social media's favorite segment. It's the hot minute takes.
Minute,
Welcome back. Everyone knows how this game works. This segment is 60 seconds long. We each have 20 seconds to get our hot takes out. Get ready to be fiery. Get ready to be spicy. Okay,
What's the order for today?
We're gonna go in our usual order. We're gonna go Nicholas, Kevin, and then me. Because you know what? Mine is pretty tame today, considering. Honestly.
Mine is
Also,
not too crazy.
I do want to
either, but
say
like it.
thank you to everyone who reached out to me and said I'm not an asshole, and everyone who commented on the post and said that I'm not an asshole. I appreciate it.
And you can still send me money because I still deserve more.
I disagree.
I also disagree.
All right. Are you guys
The
ready?
immediate-
Nicholas, are you ready
Yeah, I'm
to
ready
be
to go.
hot? Are you ready to be taken?
I'm always hot.
We're going to start in 3.
We're
We're going to start in 3,
All right, let's do it.
2, 1.
Kickball should be an Olympic sport over a lot of shit that's in there right now. I got to be honest with you. Like wrestling, what are we talking? Basketball? Are you fucking kidding me? Get some guys out there, get their legs pumping, kicking the ball, running the mats, doing some baseball with their legs. I want to see some fucking kickball in the Olympics.
Oh, I don't give a fuck that you ran the New York City Marathon. In fact, I
hot take.
really fucking don't. Stop telling people about it. I can't use Instagram. I can't use TikTok. I can't use any socials for that day because, oh, look at me run. Look at me run. Whatever.
Please start reading books. I don't care if it's pamphlets. I don't care if it's the back of a fucking cereal box. Like, just start reading, man. Because our reading comprehension level is low and our critical thinking levels are low. And quite honestly, I can't take it anymore.
I agree.
Dude.
Tell him now.
It's like, it's insane, man.
Dude.
I've been
I'm sorry.
going. Never. It's an election thing. Never mind. I can't talk about it.
Yeah, that's when the real.
I've been going on TikTok
the
Live and
real
seeing these like
geniuses come out of the
conservatives.
woodworks.
Dude, I've
You
been
wanna
going
know
on
my
TikTok.
opinion?
You know what? I also
No.
extend my
No, I
extend
don't.
my hot take to say I also don't care who you voted for. I don't care what you're repping at the gym. I don't care about a lot of things that you post about. Keep that shit to yourself. Make your own small victories. I'm looking at you.
Rare moments.
I'm just
baby.
looking directly at Phil.
Rare moments.
Phil,
I do
you
post some
do.
political stuff every once in a while.
Yeah, no, it's not the political stuff. I'm like, I actually don't care if you post political stuff. Like, I just don't care about you flexing, like, genuinely, like, not that impressive stuff. Like, good for you. You go to the gym again. Like, don't tell me about it.
Oh, I mean, that's like the classic social media, like beginning of social media argument, which was like, oh, like I just went and got a sandwich. Oh, hey, I just had a drink at this bar.
You
You
know
guys
what?
should check it out. And it's like, and
I-
South Park talked about it all the time, where it was like, shut the fuck up.
I
we don't
actually
care.
would much rather you tell me about your sandwich that you got because, hey, maybe it's a good sandwich and maybe I can like it. I
I
don't
can
need
go
to
get
know
one.
that you finally cracked 25s. Oh, that's awesome for you, man. That's really good for you.
See, I don't know. I like to watch Journey sometimes, but
There's
also
some
I like to have the
D1 hater
whole.
energy.
I like to
Yeah,
have.
I
like,
could not give a fuck about your journey.
Yeah.
It could end tomorrow for all I care.
Have it come to an end.
Honestly, I don't agree
There
with
you
it,
go.
but I do respect the way in which you're taking this.
I respect
argument.
the hate.
I do respect the way that you're doing this. To be honest with you,
that is definitely the hater in me. I
There's a
just
reason that we're good
could not
friends.
give a fuck. I just could not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Unless you actively have something interesting to say about it, keep it to yourself, man. Good for you.
I do
Fair
think
enough.
that
If
like
you want to do it, like I guess, like I shouldn't be the one to stop you, but I could not give a fuck. And especially if it's like a story post and there's like 5 ones after it. Oh wow, you are on my list of people that I skipped the story of now.
I feel the same way about people who start being like a teacher or like do like educational channels for like a skill that they are not masters
Yeah.
in.
Oh, that's all.
I see it all the time with like producers where you go on and they're like, "Hey, I'll teach you how to do mixes." Well, it's like, "What's your credentials?" I've made some of my friends' music and I make music. It's like, it's one thing to
Okay.
critique music. Like, I don't listen to Anthony Fontana at all, and he's actually on my current events today because he kind of fucked up. But
interesting. I haven't heard
like
about
he has never had a hit song. But critiquing music is one thing, but to teach it and have never actually been successful at it to a like large standard is crazy to me.
Yeah.
We don't need to hear it.
Mm-mm.
Get good first. Shut
Get
up.
good.
And then
Get
talk.
good.
Get good.
Get good. I don't know what else to say.
No, I
Like,
100% agree on that.
GITGUD. Get good.
Get good.
Get
Yeah,
good.
I agree on that. Wait, why do you want to speak about Fantano?
Oh, I mean, you know what? Fuck it. We can get into it. This is our
Yeah.
current events.
Current
everyone.
events.
Yeah, you know what? I've been following another big YouTube deal. So I'm curious
some
what your
scandals.
YouTube deal is.
So this is about Anthony Fontana because recently Halsey actually dropped some music. And if you don't know, Halsey went through cancer treatment and beat it. And she made an album talking about her deal with that, how she feels in the music industry,
Okay.
talking about relationships in her personal life. And you know what? That kind of rawness, I'm not a Halsey fan, but that kind of rawness I can really appreciate.
Yeah, I respect that.
100%.
And if you release that at all, it's like Kenny Beats with Louis.
Ah,
Where
love
it's
it.
like, dude, I
Mhm.
don't even care if it's like, that's why I like Donda, parts of Donda,
Mhm.
is because part of that, like the opening is so raw.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
to me,
Very
I'm like,
personal.
if you put this stuff on like out there and it's even a semblance of a decent song, awesome. And I think that's awesome because that's so like true art and really a reflection of the person.
Mhm.
I haven't listened to the album yet. I can't tell you any review of it, but
What's it Fantano say?
Fantano gave it a 1.
A
A 1 out of 10 and said that she had too much main character energy and that she talked about herself too much and like all these different things that are insane, right? And hypocritical to how he's defended other albums that were objectively not that great, right? And so what I've pulled up is some comments. These are the top comments on his YouTube channel right now. Fellas, is it main character syndrome to be diagnosed with cancer? You know his take is bad when the comments are actually discussing the review.
Yeah. That's very true for Fantano.
I understand this isn't common knowledge and it's why it's flying over everybody's head. But the Great Imitator / the Great Masquerader is literally the nickname of lupus SLE within the medical sphere, one of the deadly conditions she was fighting while writing this. The album title and the songs are literally inspired by Halsey struggling with disease and mortality, and I don't know how anyone who gives an honest listen can miss that what this is what it's about.
Yeah.
Deeply unserious review.
Yeah.
Deeply unserious review.
What Halsey was going through while making this album: cancer, her husband leaving her, her
dog
dying,
And it looks like there was more to that comment.
You know,
Giving this album, this is the last one. Giving this album a 1 out of 10 is hyperbolic beyond reason, and I didn't even like the record, but it's just a review. It's all good. However, to call her singing about her cancer battle, quote, main character syndrome, is just a massive red flag for someone else I'm not equipped, for something else I'm not equipped or certified to speak on. Just really gross. Haven't really seen something that unnecessarily cruel or unempathetic from you ever, and I've been watching for a long ass time.
that is crazy. You know what?
These are such like deep jabs to his character.
Oh, dude, I like
Yeah.
and
Fantano.
it's
I'm not a huge
I
fan,
love to watch it, dude.
but,
I'm
like,
a Fantano
I wanna
hater.
watch the
That's really
review.
disappointing, man.
I'm a
'cause he has
Fantano
bad
hater,
takes a
bro.
lot. But this is beyond a different level where there are times where it's like, just say you didn't like the album
And
Just
move
say-
on.
and just move on.
Yeah.
But like, this goes beyond that, especially because he tries to come across as extremely informed
Yeah.
and always tries to get into the artist space. I mean, people were saying this on the Reddit, but this was also something that came to mind immediately for me. The David Bowie thing, man. He literally like defended David Bowie's like final album like to the core
Mhm.
because he was dying.
Yeah.
And
Literally the same deal. Double standard.
I mean,
know,
not and
it's
it
funny.
also people talk about how bad like Black
I
Star
think
is
it's
Yeah,
like,
look at
not
that.
that
when
great.
someone, when motherfuckers, when a woman who survived cancer sings about being sick and dying, then it's a great meme.
That's
Yeah, let's
actually
we'll
really
show. It's up on the screen right now.
yeah, that's
Um,
hilarious.
You know, here's a. What do you? Is it a bad album?
I need to watch it.
Watch.
gotta watch it.
Did I say watch? Sorry, I'm in the
You gotta
middle of
watch
typing stuff,
Fantano's
dude.
review.
He'll
tell
well,
me-
first
He'll
off,
listen to the
he'll
I
tell me
would
if
like
it's
to
good.
actually watch that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Fantano
actually
will
would.
tell me if it's good or not.
Yeah,
And then
I
I'll
need to
then I'll
listen.
have an opinion.
It is almost 2025. If you're getting your music opinions and your news from any part of Fantano and you're taking it as like a big voice and big authority, you need to reevaluate the way that you
Yeah.
look at reality.
Take your mind and restart.
Because
it.
that's what I'm talking about with like the man has
Full
never
restart.
even been
Mhm.
part of a successful music anything outside of Needle Drop.
You sound like Drake attacking Joe Budden.
100%. Oh, dude. First off, that is one of the greatest
Well,
disses
Dozen
of all
of dudes
time.
showing up in dusty Janko jeans, screwing their face up to Mood Music #5 or whatever. That is an insane look. Drake's a fucking creep. I'm not trying to defend him. That is a raw
That's just
line.
funny.
That was one of the
that was
funniest
that's just
fucking
funny.
things in the world.
comedy
man.
is comedy.
Yep.
Ugh,
Yeah,
I
it's
can't even
so
read it. Fuck.
long.
I gotta find a good picture of it. 'cause
Well,
it's-
That
we
shit
gotta
was
find it.
insane.
oh, dude. Like the way
Still
he
fuck
said it.
you, Drake. Still fuck you
no,
fully.
Yeah, no.
But
like,
this was fun. I'll give you that.
real can recognize real. Oh, fuck this.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
there we
Okay,
go,
I'm
there
gonna
we
read it.
go.
I'm gonna read it.
You're gonna read the whole thing?
Why not?
It's
All right, fuck it. Yeah. why
because
not?
if you have,
book.
I mean, why
Hey,
not?
we should
dude?
be reading more. Let's go.
Thank
right.
you.
You
Thank
got
you
a
very
point.
much.
Yeah, I'm a supporter.
But that
Nicholas,
isn't- but that-
anti-reader.
That isn't
No.
a book. You said read books.
I said
mean,
pamphlets and the back of a
this-
cereal
This
box.
is
if you have
basically a
to.
book. Holy shit.
I swear to God.
At Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you're doing in this clip because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success. A quitter give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switched careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check to check. By the way,
Check.
writing
Yeah.
check with the
Check.
QE, die. And the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty NC jeans to screw up their face to Mood Music 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. What are you singing?
I'm singing Hotline Bling, but about Joe Budden
That's hilarious.
as your backing track.
Please, to any artist that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrender. You retired and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap not because you accomplished all you need to. It's because it wasn't working for you. I never want anybody in the generations to think that everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. This is a man projecting his own self-hate and the fact I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need to put it, this is by far the killer line,
Yeah.
right? This is
Mhm.
bars. You're dead on the floor, Joe Budden. If you need to put it in simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973 and flies first class on special occasions. Oh my God.
Nice.
I hate
It ruins
I
him.
detest Aubrey Graham, but God,
It ruined.
damn
No,
it,
you know what?
dude.
He's funny. He's funny.
That was insane.
I think that's insane.
He's a
bro. It's
rude,
awesome.
funny
if you
dude.
need it put in simpler terms.
If you need to put in simpler terms, I own a 767. Just
A
first up being like,
TLDR.
just first up being like, I own a commercial size plane.
Mhm. You
Whoa.
fly first class on special occasions.
Special occasions. It's a
So
973, not even like the good part of New York.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I don't even know where the
I
973
think
is.
that's Uptown, isn't it?
I think
it's
maybe.
it might be higher. I think
Like
it might be out
Yonkers?
of yeah,
like
it might
White
be
Plains
Yonkers
or-
or Light Plains. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
I know
don't
the
think that's in
929.
Metro.
The 718.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one that's in New York. 614, is that it?
Wait, what'd you want?
Yeah.
Which one did you say already?
The 929
Mhm.
718.
646. That's
there is
one
another
too.
one.
Yeah.
that
Is
has
that
a
it?
three,
Yeah.
Whatever.
I know there's a
617, I think, as well.
212.
The
Oh,
212.
yeah,
I was in the 212. I'm the Uptown. I can't sing the rest of that song.
No, try.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'd
You can
rather
do it.
not. I'd rather not.
Oh, that's how it
And
goes.
you know what? She
You got it. What is it?
Here's to Azalea Banks actually
Oh
making
my
it
God,
on time
wait.
to your show in Terminal 5.
Dude,
Good for you. Love you.
Did you guys see her and Lil Nas having a
She
beef?
fights with everyone.
she has
love
fights
her.
with entire countries. But dude, this is actually
That
so
is
crazy
Azalea
what
Banks for
happened.
you.
So
Yeah,
Lil Nas
she's
X,
so funny. I love Azalea Banks.
I think that she attacked him first, if I'm not.
She's an instigator. She's a fucking playground bully.
I mean, these people didn't even include the fucking tweets, man. Come on, bro. Fuck, what did she say? She said something crazy.
Azalea.
Lil Nas X really fell off so hard. LMFAO, that little cunt drag swore she was the T. Bitch has no bars. Ha!
Azalea's lace front wig.
And
Lace
then-
wig is such a good fucking
Azalea's
name.
lace wig.
Yeah, an X handle.
And then Lil Nas X comes back with, Azalea, I could never make a hit song again, and you would still never in your bussy, soap-selling, chicken-sacrificing, botched body, hating ass, miserable life reach a 10th of my success. Love your music, B2W. Kiss emoji. I think Azalea Banks forgot that Lil Nas X prior to fame was a Nicki Minaj stan Twitter account.
Yeah.
Not even just like a fan, right? Or a commenter.
Oh no, he was a barb.
An account for
Yeah.
that.
Yep. Oh,
Like
yeah.
unreal, dude.
The clapbacks from Lil Nas are on probably higher than Azalea Banks.
Yeah, unreal.
Azalea Banks, you rude, but Lil Nas, he's funny.
Yeah.
No, I know,
True.
and he always was funny, and that's why he did
Got
like the blood in
jokes.
the shoes. That's why he did.
Yeah,
the
he
whole
knows.
Fucking,
He knows how to
he
get
knows that
people's
he's
reaction. Mhm.
Stan Twitter knows rage bait.
Oh yeah, no, he basically
They know rage bait
has.
so well, and you're never gonna be.
He was raised in the
equipped for that,
era
Azalea.
of
You just won't.
technology. Like this man basically has a PhD
Yeah.
He
in like,
knows.
internet clapbacks.
Yeah.
This is you're going. This is a general that you're trying to fight
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Like you're not equipped for this type of
No,
battle. Unfortunately,
it's a wrap for you. It's a wrap
Yeah.
for you.
But still funny.
Incredibly funny. And on that, we're gonna switch over to another very funny segment.
Mhm.
It's everybody's favorite game show.
Oh my god.
Would you
rather?
Oh, it's gonna be Would You Rather this week. Okay. All right. I gotta be honest with you, especially based off of last week's. This could be really easy
The double Affleck.
or
is weird.
really not. But we're gonna see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm very
So
interested to see
curious.
what this is.
Here we go.
It looks like he just drew the
Ready?
same thing twice.
So, here's what you got.
Beautiful.
This is your choices. Would you rather have Gilbert Godfrey's voice
Okay.
every time that you have sex, no matter what? Oh, baby! That kind of thing. just
Okay,
no
that is
matter what.
very nice.
All the time? Or would you rather have Gilbert Godfrey's voice all the time, except for when you have sex?
Ooh.
Sex, baby. Let's
so
go, Gilly.
you're either normal- your
Let's
normal
go,
voice.
Gilly.
Let's get
Your
Godfried.
normal voice, but
Uh,
as soon as you are actually actively having sex,
Like
no matter
when
Oh
I'm
what.
wait,
in?
wait, I sound like Gilbert Godfrey?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So during
That's
sex,
pretty
Baby,
hilarious.
that's how I know it's
or
real.
anytime besides sex, then even weirder, you're like, okay, let's go upstairs. And then you do, and then you just go back to like, oh, this is nice. And it's just weirder because it's like, why do you put
Yeah,
on
right
the
there.
Gilbert Gottfried voice at all other times when you're with me? And you have to try to explain, it's only when I have sex, I can't. You know,
Okay,
like,
I mean, just purely out of practicality, I'm doing the one where I have it during sex.
Okay.
Oh,
And I'll just
dude.
be silent the whole time. And I'll tell her before, I'm like, hey, I don't talk because I get a really weird voice.
Mhm.
And if we get comfortable and
One
that
day.
person is like, when my thumb husband
Yeah.
One day is like,
Husband.
I want you to say it to me. No, but when my partner says it, they go, I want us to try. Like, I know you said it's a weird voice, but like, I want to hear it. And I'll go, okay, but.
And he telepathically is like, "What do you mean, Phil, husband? I thought you wanted to
What
talk.
do you mean,
You're
husband?
gonna have to
You
watch
talk to me so
episode-
little
you're
as
gonna
it
have to
is.
I
I like
And I go,
episode
I'm gonna
6
start
of
hitting
the
you again.
podcast to understand this reference. This is for
Oh, our
long
longtime viewers know what we're talking about.
Longtime viewers, like we're on 12.
Yes.
Like we're
12
on
Love you,
episode
Hannah.
subscribers.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yes.
just saying
Yeah, shouts out to Hannah.
we're also on episode 12. So.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm just gonna stay silent and do the Gilbert Godfrey during sex.
We're getting weird. Yeah, Gilbert Godfrey's coming out of the bedroom.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm loud.
So there's
I will
no-
be vocal. I will be so vocal.
What are some other characters that he voiced?
there's nothing.
Iago? Give me the genie lamp. I don't have any. I can't.
Aladdin!
Yeah, you're gonna have to, I do not.
I
have a
can't
Gilbert
believe
Godfrey
it!
impression.
Aladdin! Digit from Cyberchase. Did you guys
No.
watch Cyberchase?
Yeah, of
Classic.
course,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Fucking
Yep.
And
There's some great
Peabody
voices.
from Problem
It's-
Child, Compulsive.
He's done a
Dog,
bunch of
fucking
character
Doolittle.
voices, but like not the
Yeah,
extremely.
I
kinda like
actually
random
don't
ones,
think
honestly.
any of these. I don't know any of these fucking voices Phil is finding.
Well, okay. First off, it's what Google found. It's
There's
not
also
what I found.
Affleck.
Mortal Kombat.
Okay, one.
Affleck. Teenage
Cyber
Mutant Ninja
Chase.
Turtles,
He was-
Cyber
Animal
Chase,
Crackers.
Iago,
What the
as
fuck
you
is
said.
Animal Crackers?
He was in
I have no
Smiling
idea.
Friends.
He was in Lego
That's
DC
awesome.
Supervillain.
So
Yeah,
okay,
Supervillain.
before we get too far off track, you guys are both going with Gilbert
Yes.
Godfrey's voice
Oh,
Yes.
during the sex.
during sex.
Yep,
but
and,
not at all other
Phil
times.
is ashamed about it. Oh, I'm proud.
Okay.
I'm incredibly ashamed
Ooh,
of
I'm
myself.
proud.
So now I have to up the ante then, especially because you guys both answered so quickly.
Okay.
Would you rather become Gilbert Gottfried every time you have sex, or you are always Gilbert Gottfried except for when you have sex?
I'm always Gilbert Godfrey.
So now
except when I
you
have
you
sex.
are actually him. But here's the thing, though: people know that he's dead. So like they don't. It's gonna be weird for you to go around.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you're not gonna
Yeah.
get like celebrity treatment or anything
Uh-huh.
like that. People are gonna think that either you're a ghost or like a demon or
Oh,
something.
yeah, it's
like it's
And
gonna
I
cause
am
problems.
Yeah.
To quote XXX Tentacion, Demon Dick.
Demon Dick.
Yeah?
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
No, I'm not actually going to
Okay,
co-sign XXX.
so which
Tentacion.
which one would you say? You
Gilbert
wanna
Godfrey
be-
all the time.
You'd be Gilbert
I'm
Godfrey all the
sorry,
time,
th-
except
that
for
would
when you have
be-
sex.
That would be fucked up to turn into Gilbert Godfrey when you have sex. Although, pretty funny. Pretty funny.
I feel
I'm
like
sure
either
that
way it's a crime.
I'm about to say, I feel like
either
I will get
way,
arrested
it's
quicker
a
for the Gilbert
crime.
Godfrey. But also, if you're having sex with Gilbert Godfrey willingly, knowing he's dead, you're probably a freak already.
probably-
so
also, like,
let's just go to the next
to
level.
have the
Let's crank this
fetish
up.
of Gilbert Gottfried is already on freak mode.
Can you imagine Gilbert Godfrey's vinegar
Gilbert
face?
Gottfried fetish.
Yeah.
It's insane.
A Gottfried fetish?
It's not even a
No, I'm
preference.
saying
It's
his,
a
What do you
fetish.
think his like his face is?
What do you mean?
His O
vinegar face, his O face.
Oh, his
What do you
vinegar
say? Yeah,
strokes?
he already looks like he is
Mother
always
of
constantly
God!
doing that.
Yeah. I mean, he was always like,
That's it right there. Third image, top row.
oh! We're going to put that up on the screen. But no, I mean, I'm still doing during sex, honestly.
Only during sex.
Yes.
So you get
Because
back to
I
the
want to have a
bedroom and you're
regular,
like,
I'll just be
all
a
right, here we go.
fucking-
That's it.
like, I'll be a monk if I have to. I'm not going to sound like Gilbert Gottfried at all times.
Well, you look
Or-
and, like be
or-
him all the time.
Actually, I take it back. I am going to do the every time except for sex when I have
You
his voice.
become. Oh,
No. I just want to have his voice because I'm going to make millions of dollars
that's
pretending
so
Well, but
true.
you-
I
to
was
be
literally
his
No, but
voice.
what I'm
that.
saying is,
they're
in
gonna,
this one-
they're gonna rehire. No, for all of his roles, they're just gonna
In
rehire.
this one,
I know.
upping the
Gilbert Godfrey.
ante, like you look like him and everything like that, but everyone knows that he's dead. So like again, you don't have any of his like you don't have his driver's license, you don't know
I'll
where
make a
he
ton
lives,
of
anything
a
else like that.
killing on Cameo.
You can't
Yeah.
prove that you're him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can
I'll just go back
you
to
can
Hollywood.
fake it.
I know it's not the same,
Yeah.
but hey,
You
we
went
can
into your
pretend
Trump
I've always
voice.
been here.
Yeah.
You would. I
I'm
know
not
it's
even
not
sure.
the same.
I'm not even trying to do it, boys. I cannot do it.
Wait.
It's not the
We
same.
can't get into
I-
election stuff because he might have won, and it's going to be a little rough.
Not the same. Yeah, it's true. It's really not the same now. if
It's
he
really
won.
not the same one. Oh God, Jesus Christ! I hope it goes well.
Yeah, man. It's a scary ass day.
I am not looking
I'm
forward
gonna go
to
vote.
it. But
All
okay,
right, what-
well, that was a good would
Yeah.
you rather, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
fantastic. Great job, guys.
And
I'm
for the
liking
other
that.
one,
I love
I'm
it.
still gonna do turning into him during sex, and I'll just never have sex. That's my
Okay.
answer.
All right, fair enough.
And I could, I
What
actually,
if you're,
I
what if
actually
you're,
would be okay with that.
what if you're jelking it? Do you get his voice when you're jelking it?
That's a good question.
If someone were to walk in on me, I
if
feel
you're
like,
really into it, it happens.
You're
so
really
really,
into
I'm
it.
never gonna look
So
like
if
him
I'm just
'cause
kind of,
I'm always
if
kind
it's,
of
if it's like an
halfway doing it now.
apathetic, you know, it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
No,
it's
it's
I'm
a I'm bored
tired.
kind of jerk.
yeah,
You look
I'm
like
just
yourself.
like, what do you have to do? Like, what else you gotta do? It's,
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All
All
right.
right. Well,
That's what you rather.
I think that was very insightful for a lot of people.
Yeah, I like that.
absolutely. I
Very
would
good. We
totally
learned a lot
agree.
about you guys there.
Let's go to another current event. We're gonna
Oh,
go back
nice.
to current events.
Mr. Beast. So Lunchley has mold in it. You hear about that?
Oh, is this your current event that you wanted?
It wasn't, but that's also.
Well, you
That's
know
actually
more
kinda
about the
crazy.
Mr. Beast
I
stuff,
have been
right?
kind of following Mr. Beast thing because
I
it's
was gonna
kind of
be like-
crazy. Dude,
The
it's a
FBI has
YouTuber-
arrested him for
Dude.
CP on his servers.
That's not true.
he.
No.
I
So
love that was
his
true.
So his business partner, Ava Chris Tyson, they had an investigation because of these allegations, and it was found that they did not find any CP, but
Oh.
they had a lot of inappropriate conversations and minors in Discord servers.
Well, but they also have a video where they have a poster up from
Yes.
a CP artist.
Yes, and that's so. From my understanding of the situation, I'm not going to pretend like an expert. I just have a PhD in brain rot. Is that artist? Ava Chris Tyson is a big fan of what are her name? Shadman, and is a very big fan of that artist, and has commissioned work or something. Like either way, they have a poster of it, and they were just inviting minors in the same spheres where a lot of inappropriate conversations took place. But from my understanding, no solicitation, no actual crimes were committed
Oh shit.
in terms of sexual abuse. However,
Mhm.
there have been reports, and I'm not. No, there has been a convicted sexual offender on Mr. Beast's videos,
Mhm.
and he's been a reoccurring character, has been hired by the Mr. Beast facility.
Jeez.
Yes, but there's been no evidence to relate Mr. Beast himself, Jimmy, to actually knowingly hiring him. So he's getting off scot-free with a lot of that. What is crazy right now is the Lunchley thing because there actually is mold in like a shit ton of them.
Oh, a lot of them. Yeah.
A lot of them.
God damn.
And Logan
So-
Paul is
oh,
going
yeah.
on like a
Oh, yeah.
media tirade about
And
it.
it's so funny when Logan Paul has to be the voice
Yeah.
of like,
Of reason.
all right, I have to be the face here. Our partner is too toxic right now.
Well,
And if I'm saying that, then you know it's bad.
well, and
Yeah.
he's not even doing that as much as I've seen it. What I've seen from him and KSI is like they watched that lady's video.
Oh yeah, Rosanna Pants.
Yeah, Rosanna. See, they watched her video and were like on the. I think it's on the impossible. What is it? Implausible.
Impossible podcast.
What's his podcast called?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Whatever on
to be
Logan Paul's podcast. He impulsive. Maybe it's
Oh,
impulsive.
Impulsive,
Impulsive.
that's it.
Yeah.
Great
yeah,
name.
that's
If it's
it,
not,
yeah.
we should trademark it.
No, yeah.
Just take it.
No,
take
you're
his
right.
domain.
It is. It's impulsive.
Him and KSI like watched it and reacted to it, and basically were like laughing and being like, and you could tell they're laughing and just kind of being like, and
Dude, I think
because they're
that's
like,
so
well,
bad,
actually,
bro.
and then he went on TikTok and started like
can't,
stitching her videos and being, and Logan's like, oh, well, this clout hungry goblin like is coming around, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you talk about how we've been discontinued in some places, but all of our facts show that like we're selling out in different places. We're still selling. That mold is a lie. This is all a lie.
So
And it's like there's I mean hundreds of videos. but-
yeah,
and like her pictures.
that's
at
the
this
issue,
point.
and this is why I think that's actually so dumb of them to do.
Yeah,
You
why
are
having him
not only
talk?
shining a light on it,
It's
but
insane.
you just demonstrated that you understand that this is going on.
Yes.
So if there's any kind of court case in the future, you just
opened
documented and
yourself up.
published yourself
Yep.
that you were knowing this and making light of it. I think from their perspective, they're just doing some damage control and downplaying it. But I think that's so
'Cause I think at
dumb
the
to
end
be
of the
saying,
day, I can
yeah,
look
we
at
have
this
mold in our
picture.
product. Whatever.
Where
It's
is
like a
it?
few. Well, you just acknowledge that there's mold in it, and if there's mold in a few, then there's probably mold in a lot. So
Exactly.
that was fucked up. But apparently, there's also new shit of like Discord like messages. I don't know about like
That's what I've seen is like in their like
leaked.
work group messages. They're saying like insane shit and like sending pictures to each other that are like fucked up apparently.
I don't know. I haven't
because like that same lady Rosanna
factory.
had like pictures that she confirmed with former employees of like
they confirmed that the group chat was definitely real. Also, this is, and I don't know the context of it, so I'm not gonna speak on it. In the Mr. Beast like handbook, he does say no does not mean no. I don't know in what context you
like dude like that's
have
crazy.
that, but
yeah, it's not a
you
great look,
you probably
man.
shouldn't have that in any employee handbook, period. Maybe I'm just young, maybe I'm dumb, but maybe saying no doesn't mean no is probably not a good thing.
But also like even if it was a joke at first, right?
It's an employee
at some
handbook.
point
Crazy.
at some point grow the fuck up. Right? At some point you're corporate. They are corporate. And first off, you're already having a problem stealing from Lunchables, which they've started lawsuits against y'all for.
Dude, actually, you fully said why I even fucking care about this. Because if it was a YouTuber, I don't really give a shit about any YouTuber.
Right.
He is like getting Amazon deals. He actually is branched out and like having brand deals, like partnerships with Hollywood people. And based off of like, have you heard about the production fuck ups that they've had?
No,
dude. So
I've not followed this.
Oh, dude, insane. So as producers, like we really should be talking about this. Their medical aid to anybody who they bring onto the production team not existed. So they've had contestants that need inhalers, need daily medication, not coordinated and not handled by their medical staff that they hired. And because of their own internal mismanagement and miscommunication, they couldn't even communicate with the proper authorities who were equipped to handle it. So people were not getting medicated when they needed to. There were also reports of people getting no food. Like every lunch would be like a carrot, celery sticks, and half an egg. You're trying to kill people.
Yeah.
And
literally,
especially he's trying to do Big Brother, which
physical
is like exhaust
challenges.
them to the point of like insane content.
And
it's like, bro, you're not providing
YouTube,
like that's sleep deprivation. It's different.
It's abuse. And on YouTube, there's not that kind of regulation.
Hunger
now that
is
you are on
totally
like Hollywood and you are playing by somebody else's rules, you can't do this shit. You really cannot do this shit anymore.
No.
And that's why they're like lawyering up and like getting really corporate now. Apparently they have corporate trainings that every employee now has to take. They didn't before, which is so fucking hysterical to me. And apparently I think that they said they're getting like a new a new chief staff, like a new CFO, new COO, which they should have had before they even engaged in Amazon deals if you knew your people were not up to it. So beyond just like not giving people their medication, not feeding people, just I don't know. I feel like that's plenty to say. There's like some smaller things that I don't really care about. Like,
well, their production is entirely hollow. That's basically what it is. Is that like you're holding it up by like strings, and it's like it weighs cars at this point. Like you can't hold cars up with string. So at some point it's gonna snap and hurt people. And
you're
it sounds like
need
people
a lot
are
more
constantly getting hurt.
And and like I said, I don't really give a fuck about like a lot of the gaff tape here. You can see they like CGI this or whatever.
Right.
People like can die if you're not giving them their medication.
And then it's a much bigger problem.
It's a little bit.
That's why you just invest in your safety and you avoid way bigger problems later. Insane, right?
It's almost like people should be prepared whenever they ever take a job.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Crazy.
What do I know?
There.
Our final current event is that Young Thug is finally free.
Yes.
He was
Brian Steele, baby.
He was released on Saturday, I believe, and he has 15 years of probation.
What a joke of a trial.
Maybe 20, but I mean, we all know it was a fucking joke. I mean, Brian Steele is the greatest lawyer of all time. Also, shout out to Max Sharp. Also, shout out to Weinstein. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to... There's another guy whose name I always forget, but he was awesome. Shout out to Miss D. You fucking crushed that interrogation and the cross interrogating. That was awesome. Yeah, I watched a lot of this trial. I watched a lot of it. I was keeping y'all up to date on like certain stuff that would happen.
Oh yeah.
Like
you would bring it up.
I'm super into watching trial footage, especially something this big, a RICO case in Fulton County. They really thought they had something, and this is an embarrassment. An embarrassment to Fani Willis. This is an embarrassment to DA Love. This is an embarrassment to Miss Hilton. This is an embarrassment to that white dude who sat in between them and just looked like a fucking buffoon the whole time. it's an embarrassment to Georgia, but specifically Fulton County and your just state Supreme Courts are a joke now.
Dude, you would think they would learn. The RICO statutes are not built for something like that.
No.
You got to have an organized, extremely top-down structured street gang if you want to be able to charge the heads with those types of street-level crimes.
Well, I mean, like the amount of work that Giuliani and them had to do to get those guys.
And they built it, again, for the mafia.
Yeah.
Like, think about this.
And they didn't have music laws on their side to, like, blatantly say what they're doing and still get away with it.
They had multiple families were operating huge rackets that were extending into almost every facet of business, industry, and social life within New York City. And it still took decades before Giuliani had the legislative and I guess legal equipment necessary to take them down. And now they throw it at anybody who, potentially has any sort of an organization. And to me, a street gang, even something like, well, maybe the Bloods, the Crips, something that's like nationwide, maybe so. But even then, that's kind of a stretch because it just doesn't seem like it's built for that. You want to build a whole new set of racketeering laws that are built for street level gangs, then all right, but the sentences can't be as far reaching and that's what gives RICO its power. You can pick up a street level guy, hey, you're going to go to prison for 25 years, or you can flip, and that's what gets everybody else to go. You attack the weakest link in the chain, and then you go for it.
But then the people who they tried to get as their star witnesses, like Woody, I mean,
Crazy.
Bro literally waited.
Folded on the stand.
Folded on the stand and goes, I lied.
Chair.
I lied about fucking everything. They asked me, they wanted me to give someone. Yeah, I knew you wanted him. So I just said it was him because I didn't want to go to jail. Sorry.
Immunity is an amazing word. And it's garnered more truth in court than please, thank you, fuck you, I'll kill your family, anything else like that. As soon as the words immunity leave a prosecutor or a judge's mouth, you're going to hear what you want.
That's why it's always the joke of
Every
like when a
single
hostage
time.
situation comes up, it's like, I'm going to tell you who my boss is. I want full immunity. And it's like, first off, no.
That's not how it's going to work.
That's not how that's going to work.
No, not at all.
Ever. Literally ever.
You'd have to be giving up Osama bin Laden. And even
I mean,
then,
you
they
have
still
to,
wouldn't let you
like,
go.
Not a name. Yeah, you have to give me all the evidence I need to close him.
And even then,
to
they're going to
get
pinch
him.
you for evidence. Like, they're still going to squeeze it till
you're not
dry.
You're not going to
And
be
you are
free.
not going to. Yeah, exactly. I was
You're
just about to
being-
say,
you're
you
getting
now have
constantly
enemies
threatened.
everywhere.
Yeah, you might not
They
go to
snitched.
Guantanamo Bay necessarily, but if you think you're not going to be in U.S. custody forever, oh, baby boy.
Well,
got
it's
a
just like, you'll
different
never
thing coming
be
for ya.
a civilian to them again. You'll always
Yeah.
be the guy who snitched and the guy who originally
Enemy
did that
combatant.
crime. So I can always come back to you and threaten you with jail time.
Yeah.
Because what are you going to do? Not tell me and go to jail? No.
So
You
yeah.
snitched once, you're going to do it again.
The prosecutors were really grasping at straws, and the war of attrition style of just wearing down the jury, wearing down the judge. If you have a judge that is halfway decent and has any semblance
was
of
entirely
an ability to read the room and the like public barometer of interest in what this crime is taking place, look. Obviously, no judge wants to sit there and say it's okay for people to get murdered and killed, but this does not even come close to satisfying it. You want to bring up these two guys who rented the car and go killed that guy? Fine. Why are you drugging the entire slime family in here on RICO charges when you have almost nothing? Like
It's because
you were
they needed
fully-
something because
fully
it's because
leaning
of
on
people
them.
like Fannie Willis who are like want Fulton County and want Atlanta to stop being seen as like a crime city when they have a major problem with it.
Yep.
And it's like, this is not the way you do it because now all you've
This is not a
shown,
trial of the
all you've
century.
shown is that like you guys are entirely hollow.
Yeah, inept. I would
Inept.
say it's inept.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
okay, perfect. And
incapable
now I
of
know
doing
who
it.
to hire to get me out of this.
Yeah.
Who practices the bar in Georgia? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
it's over now.
You just
Yeah.
set up Brian Steele's entire future and
His whole
generational
law
wealth.
firm, his wife, because and all the people who got him out of out of his contempt
Mhm.
charges.
Yep.
And it's like you just gave everyone the blueprint on how to beat Fulton County.
Literally.
So, not that I don't want to talk about this more, but we are
But-
coming up to an hour.
Whereby we just passed an hour actually by a
And
few minutes.
we
But
should do some media spotlight because I know Nick has an exciting one.
well, so
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
so this is gonna be kind of a media spotlight. Bo, upcoming events because
Absolutely.
Nick went to a film festival.
Yes, I did. Yes, we had our short film Nice Acts premiere at the Spooky Empire Horror Convention and Film Festival in lovely Orlando, Florida. It was at the Orange County, what's it called? Event center. Very, very large building that held a cavalcade of horror and comedy goodies, right? So our film Nice Acts screened. First of all,
Nice
Spooky
Acts.
Empire was one of the most welcoming, warm, and just like delightfully passionate festivals that I have ever been a part of. You can tell that the people who put it on, all of the folks at And You Films, were just, you know, more than welcoming. They helped us out with everything. They always wanted to make sure that every filmmaker felt like a rock star, felt heard, like, you know, came in, like got their moment, that kind of thing. And they were just extremely complimentary of Nice Acts. I mean, there wasn't a single person that worked for the festival who, when they saw us wearing the t-shirts and everything, they knew the film immediately. They talked about their favorite shots
So
and everything
cool.
like that. And I saw them doing that with other filmmakers and everything as well. So that was really nice. Some highlights, of course, we screened twice during our usual, or like our already scheduled blocks, the Tales of the Weird and Strange, which was on
Mhm.
Friday and Saturday. But Spooky Empire does their Best of Fest block, which is basically a selection of films that are specifically handpicked by the film screening committee, and just shows them as an encore screening once again. We were delighted that we were one of, like, maybe I think 14 films out of the 123 that made it onto that Best of Fest block. So we had one of the larger audience screenings during that block of the entire film. And yeah, that was about it. We were up for 4 awards. We unfortunately did not get any of them, but that's okay.
Robbed.
We're still
The-
best of fest.
Yep, and the
Let's,
winners.
Robbed.
Censor
I'm
that last
pissed.
part.
Just, you know, 1 of 3 is pissed.
Yeah, the winners of those awards, I think, definitely deserve them. The films there were incredible. I left extremely inspired to get back to narrative filmmaking. I mean, obviously, you know, like I teach high school during the day now. We have commercial shoots and everything like that, but it, like, really, I mean, you know, reignited just a passion for filmmaking, for horror content. The festival beyond, or the convention beyond the festival, was also fantastic. Vendors, incredible collectors who have some, you know, just like rare and amazing pieces that were up for sale, tattoo competitions, meet and greets with some horror legends and stuff like that. Like, it was a fantastic weekend. This festival is slept on hardcore. Not that they don't have their turnout, and it was a good turnout, but this should be a lot bigger than it is. So beyond just Spooky Empire, the film festival specifically, and the people at And You Films who made it happen, they have a YouTube channel. They do these splicings of like different films and like television shows, and do a parody a week. Go run those numbers up, because the more that they get the support, the bigger that they can make Spooky Empire and other things like that. I trust those guys completely to continue to make great content, build a community for filmmakers and horror fans to come together and celebrate what they really love most, which is just horror filmmaking in general. So
So cool.
couldn't
Love it.
rave about it more.
that.
It was a great time. We will absolutely be shooting another project and submitting once again. I hope that we can all go down this time. And if you're in the Orlando area, even if we're not in the festival ever again, I would still recommend go to the convention, go check out the films. They do a great job.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's your media spotlight, Phil?
I've been watching way too much TikTok, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
speaking about
great-
TikTok.
I mean,
Brain
quick,
rot?
quite honestly,
No,
my
you
fucking
want to hear my brain rot?
my media
spotlight?
spotlight- real quick, my media spotlight has just been election stuff, and
Mhm.
hopefully, I'm in a much better place on Wednesday.
My
Fingers
media
crossed,
spotlight,
baby.
speaking
Yeah.
about fucking brain rot, has
Yeah.
been this headline, which I unfortunately understood, and that's how I knew it's terminal.
It's okay.
It's terminal.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah. Baby Gronk called out AJ and the Rizzler, and specifically the Rizzler, for not having enough Riz, and Livy Dove supported him.
I hate
Livy
you.
Dunn supported him,
I-
even though she curved him.
Dude, I hate you so
No,
much.
not the Rizzler. Supported Baby Gronk.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But
The
she-
fact-
he,
I know.
he didn't even fully rizz her up.
Crazy.
The fact that I know what
Crazy.
you're talking, I hate.
I know.
that so
That's how I
much.
knew that it's bad. It's bad.
The fact
And
that
then
wasn't just
a-
word
and then-
salad coming
yeah.
out of your mouth.
No, really. And the crazy part is, then Big Justice called out Baby Gronk, and then Baby Gronk responded. Called out Big Justice for never winning a Little League. Insane.
Whoa.
I know, right?
You know what I
It's
love is that
It's
everyone's like,
insane.
dude, AJ's dad, the fucking whatever they
Backyard
call him.
wrestler. AJ's no, it's AJ. AJ is the dad.
AJ's the dad.
AJ's the dad. Big Justice is the
Big
son.
Justice is the kid.
And
Okay.
turns out the Rizzler isn't even related to them.
Oh, the Rizzler isn't?
No.
He's fully
No.
separate?
I don't know where he fucking came
brother,
from.
AJ and Big whatever are also not related.
No,
That's
they
not
have
his,
to
no,
be.
no, they're not.
No,
He's
they
admitted
have
to
Wait.
it.
Look
Big-
this up.
you're-
I
I'm
fucking
so
don't
serious.
believe
You're
that.
telling me
No,
Big
fuck
Justice
that.
is not his
Are
son?
you
No.
saying that
This
AJ
whole
has
time?
been taking random children to Costco?
Wait, but
No,
I thought
no,
that he
no,
like
no, no.
put him to bed as well in like
That
one or
would
two.
be
Like
No,
so
what
fucked
happened was
up.
I've
don't-
seen multiple clips on this. What happened is he saw Big Justice doing these like reviews.
and his son
And
Eric.
and he was very and they live close to each other, right?
Show me the pictures again. I need to see
What?
of them. I need to make sure that I'm
No,
talking about the same
they're
thing.
so fucking related. It literally just said
They're not related. I'm
go
serious.
go back. Also, they were on Jimmy Fallon.
I'm telling
They
you.
were on Jimmy Fallon.
Look at
I
that.
saw him
Which is
admit
insane.
AJ saying he's not related to Big Justice on
Oh,
TikTok.
from TikTok.
Yes, it's him saying it.
Hey, guess what? It was for the streams and the numbers.
Can you imagine?
I'm not imagining. I am certain.
Big Justice.
I'm so confused, man.
Dude,
I
we're
literally
living
saw
in a world of
something.
misinformation.
Dude, no way.
You see, here's the thing. It fucked me up already
I don't
learning that
understand.
the Rizzler isn't related to them because that
It
means
says
that
we
they're-
had Big Justice's dad, AJ, on the
Yeah,
show.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's already fucking me enough learning that the Rizzler is not related and they've just been going around town and different Costco's with this other fucking kid.
Yeah.
Like, where'd you find this 8-year-old, first of all? And then, if AJ and Big Justice were not related, I think that I would need to give up my phone for like a good year.
Dude, I'm telling you, I saw something where he said that they're not related. And he was like, it looks like a good, like fit. And I see what he was doing. I've got the performance thing. I'm telling you, I watched because I remember. Dude, I'm gonna have to
fan
fucking
of Big
find this
Justice.
now.
I've seen his work a lot. Really, I knew this kid was something special. I knew I had to take him to a Costco and get a chicken bake.
Dude, look, it's not even on here. And I'm telling you, this is a cover up. This is a cover up.
This is a cover up?
This is a cover up job.
I don't believe you.
This
Look
is your
at them. They look
conspiracy.
exactly the same.
I don't know, man.
They do look.
They
They
look
I really don't.
they
fucking
look.
know.
They look
Same.
related. They do.
Like
look
the
related.
Rizzler, I can kind of believe.
Oh no, dude.
His son, Big Justice.
Dude,
What was
They
that
have
whole
to
thing? AI?
saying it over
He
and over
literally-
again.
I
Be
watched him
related.
say it, dude. I'm telling you.
Had to have
that,
been
I think
AI.
that your brain
Bet,
rot is
bet. You know what?
actually
I'm about to
terminally- it's
conspiracy theory
terminal.
the fuck out of this, dude. I'm gonna find them in fucking New Jersey, and I'm gonna tie them both
They-
up, and I'm gonna question them
Yes.
with hot iron
I'm down with
rods.
that.
Guests?
What?
Yeah,
On the
bring 'em on.
podcast?
Big
Bring 'em on.
Justice, Rizzler, and AJ.
Yes.
Do a
I'll come
paternity
in.
test on our podcast right here.
To prove once and for all who's related,
Who
who's
are
not.
you people? Who are you? Where did you find the Rizzler? Where? Genuinely.
At Costco,
He
dude.
was just walking around.
They
Where are his
met-
parents?
They met there at Costco. He just takes himself to Costco every now and
He
then.
has his own membership.
He has his own car.
Costco card.
He has his own car.
He's got a Rizzler card. Dude.
He's got a little Rizzler car.
accept-
platinum
This-
Costco Rizzler card with his fucking
Yeah,
fat
his
face.
fucking bee stung looking face.
He drives the car from that Rick and Morty sketch about Mr. Sneezy. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
Mr. Sneezy.
The thing is, like,
Achoo."
You know what? I'm not
Nice.
gonna talk about
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm already. We're already like.
I'm
I'm
already
basically
borderline.
bullying an 8-year-old, so I have to stop myself. But you know what? Open
This is
invitation.
hilarious.
Oh
man.
my god.
Open invitation. I'll get you a chicken
Yeah,
bake.
come on
I'll
the
give
podcast.
you a double chunk chocolate cookie. We'll make it special.
Yeah, 100%. We'll
Like-
go to Costco.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And on
We'll
that
go
note,
to Costco.
and on that
We'll
note,
all
guys,
go to Costco.
thank you so much for watching us this week.
Oh, guys,
this has
thank
been
you.
the Bay One Entertainment Bowcast.
The cast.
We will be back again next week. And lastly, dear God, I hope it's good. Future
Yep.
Phil, I'm sorry, or you're welcome at the same time. I don't know. Whichever
Mhm.
one, dude.
We'll see.
Very true.
Whichever fucking one.
We'll
But
have to see.
you can follow us at Bay One Entertainment on Instagram and on TikTok. And you can follow me at phil.omf on Instagram.
You can follow me at nick.bradshaw.20 on Instagram.
Yeah. You can follow me at _K_Mora. Ugh.
And make sure to
I
sure
just
to check
hate
out
saying it.
and make sure to check out any new content we have coming out this week. We're gonna start making some brain rot TikToks.
Brain dead.
It feels brain dead. I feel brain dead right now. But
right now, too.
Same. Oh my god, I just hate I hate saying the underscore part. It's the K Mora. I hate the _K_ whatever.
well, then why don't you just take him out of your
The Kimura? No.
Vecmora?
Vecmora.
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 That sounds
All right.
like a slur.
This has been the
Somehow.
Entertainment Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week.